everybody, what's up? Paul Sterling here again. Thanks for joining me again on another episode. This is Inspirational Sundays episode 29. Okay guys, we are going to be continuing reading on Genesis chapter 26, which we'll be picking up from where we left off last episode. Okay, thanks again for everybody who is watching the episodes, who's commenting, sharing, liking, reposting, and just to everybody who's watching the videos. Thank you guys very much. We are here. We're going to continue just to read the Lord's Word and continue to grow, spiritually. And of course, it's knowledge, right? And it's the best kind of knowledge. So we're just going to go ahead and continue. And again, we are reading from Genesis chapter 26. Okay, got the Bible on my phone here since I am outside. If it does get a little bit windy, I do apologize. Hopefully you guys can hear everything. I'm going to try to speak as loud and as clear as possible. Okay, so let's get right into it. Again, Genesis chapter 26, verse 1. Let's go. And there was famine in the land beside the first famine that was in the days of Abraham. And Isaac went unto Abimelech, king of the Philistines, unto Gerar. And the Lord appeared unto him and said, Go not down into Egypt, dwell in the land which I shall tell thee of. Sojourn in this land, and I will be with thee, and will bless thee. For unto thee and unto thy seed I will give all these countries, and I will perform the oath which I swear unto Abraham thy father. Verse 4, And I will make thy seed to multiply as the stars of heaven, and will give unto thy seed all these countries, and in thy seed shall all the nations of the earth be blessed. A little bit of wind is kicking up there. Hopefully you guys can still hear me very clearly. See, I'm kind of moving in a little closer to the camera. Verse 5, because that Abraham obeyed my voice and kept my charge, my commandments, my statutes, and my laws. Verse 6, and Isaac dwelt in Gerar. Verse 7, and the men of the place asked him of his wife, and he said, She is my sister. For he feared to say, She is my wife, lest, said he, the men of the place should kill me for Rebekah, because she was fair to look upon. So Isaac's wife was very beautiful. Okay, so yeah, he did what he thought he had to do. Okay, and verse 8, and it came to pass when he had been there a long time that Abimelech, king of the Philistines, looked out his window and saw, and behold, Isaac was sporting with Rebekah his wife. And Abimelech called Isaac and said, Behold, of a surety she is thy wife? And how saidest thou, She is my sister? And Isaac said unto him, Because I said, Lest I die for her. Verse 10, and Abimelech said, What is this thou hast done unto us? One of thy people might lightly have lain with thy wife, and thou shouldest have brought guiltness upon us. Verse 11, and Abimelech charged all his people, saying, He that toucheth this man or his wife shall surely be put to death. Wind is kicking up again. I'm just going to continue to elevate my voice, or maybe we'll just, wait a little bit, talk amongst ourselves until the wind goes down. It was a nice day today, so I felt like doing this video outside. So hopefully the wind is not too much or too loud or anything like that, or obstruct my voice a little bit too loud. I'm actually going to go and just adjust the camera a little bit here. Okay, where did we leave off? Okay, so verse 12, then Isaac sowed in that land and received in the same year an hundredfold, and the Lord blessed him. And the man waxed great and went forward and grew until he became very great. Verse 14, for he had possessions of flocks and possessions of herds and great store of servants, and the Philistines envied him. Verse 15, Verse 15, for all the wells which his father's servants had digged in the days of Abraham his father, the Philistines had stopped them and filled them with earth. Oh, sorry. Wind is getting my eyes a little watery. Verse 16, and Abimelech said unto Isaac, Go from us, for thou art much mightier than we. And Isaac departed thence and pitched his tent in the valley of Gerar and dwelt there. Verse 18, and Isaac digged again the wells of water which they had digged in the days of Abraham his father, for the Philistines had stopped them after the death of Abraham, and he called their names after the names which by which his father had called them. Verse 19, and Isaac's servants digged in the valley and found there a well of springing water. Verse 20, and the herdmen of Gerar did strive with Isaac's herdmen, saying, the water is ours, and he called the name of the well Esek, because they strove with him. Verse 21, and they digged another well, and strove for that also, and he called the name of it Sitnah. Verse 22, and he removed from thence, and digged another well, and for that they strove not, and he called the name of it Rehoboth. And he said, for now the Lord hath made room for us, and we shall be fruitful in the land. Verse 23, and he went up from thence to Beersheba. Verse 24, and the Lord appeared unto him the same night, and said, I am the God of Abraham thy father. Fear not, for I am with thee, and will bless thee, and multiply thy seed for my servant Abraham's sake. Verse 25, and he built an altar there, and called upon the name of the Lord, and pitched his tent there, and there Isaac's servant digged a well. Verse 26, then Abimelech went to him from Gerar, and Ahuzath, one of his friends, and Phicol, the chief captain of his army. And Isaac said unto them, wherefore come ye to me, seeing ye hate me, and have sent me away from you? And they said, we saw certainly that the Lord was with thee, and we said, let there be now an oath betwixt us, even betwixt us and thee, and let us make a covenant with thee. Verse 29, that thou wilt do us no hurt, and as we have not touched thee, and as we have done unto thee nothing but good, and have sent thee away in peace, thou art now the blessed of the Lord. Verse 30, and he made them a feast, and they did eat and drink. Verse 31, and they rose up betimes in the morning, and sware one to another, and Isaac sent them away, and they departed from him in peace. Verse 32, and it came to pass that the same day that Isaac's servants came and told him concerning the well which they had digged, and said unto him, we have found water. And he called it Sheba. Therefore the name of the city is Beersheba unto this day. Verse 34, and Esau was 40 years old when he took the wife, Judith, the daughter of Beeri the Hittite, and Bashemath, the daughter of Elon the Hittite. Verse 35, and the last, which were a grief of mine unto Isaac and to Rebekah. Okay, guys, here ended the reading of the Lord's Word. We honor it by saying, glory be to the Father, to the Son, to the Holy Spirit, as it was in the beginning, now ever shall be, word without end. Okay, guys, thank you very much for joining in. Oh, man, the wind out here really has my eyes watering. I think it's affecting my allergies. Anyways, guys, again, thank you very much for joining in episode 29 of Inspirational Sundays. We're going to continue reading the Lord's Word. Next episode, we might just have something special along with the reading, so just stay tuned for that. If you like the video, guys, if you like the series, go ahead and leave a thumbs up. Really appreciate it. Hit that like button. Share the video. Comment if you have any questions, comments. Remember, we can always steer any questions that I personally may not be able to answer to our Pastor Reverend Sterling. So, until the next one, guys, my name again is Paul Sterling, aka Picasso. Thanks for watching us, and we'll see you in the next one.
Peace.
Peace.